I think honestly, yeah. I think it's not teasing too much to say that Murphy, as much as the ground sort of took its shots at Murphy and took its chances to try to end his life, I'd say it's safe to say that he thrives in that sort of environment. And 6 years up in space, where it was kind of, it's just daily sort of doing the same thing and passing the time. I don't think that sits too well with Murphy. I think he wants it bad, especially a year after it's been safe to go back. I think he's itching for it. We're gonna find out.
You recently finished filming a movie with Jason Fuchs, the writer of Wonder Woman, Break My Heart 1,000 Times, with Bella Thorne. Can you tell me anything about that? Are you excited for that one?
I am ecstatic about that one. Yeah, Jason Fuchs actually became a very close friend of mine, so if he sees this, I love you, Jason. I'll probably see him in LA this week. I just adore him. He's such a talented writer. Bella's such a talented actress, and we have Scott Spear directing it, and I've never seen someone who had such a vision for what he wanted out of a movie. He was so well prepped for it. And we just had a blast shooting it, man. It was in Winnipeg. It was cold, but it was a really good time. And it was good to be just kind of switch it up for me. It was very different.
Make sure to give Jason a hard time about the Knicks.
I'm going to give him, yeah. I'm sure he's giving himself a hard enough time about the Knicks.
So we know you started filming the new season of this. Can you tell us what went through your mind when you read the first script?
Yeah, that's good actually. I only just recently read the first script. Usually when I see it pop up in my email, it's more of just like oh my god, oh my god, kind of a reaction. And that was the same this year. It's really, really, really good. And it's very different. I mean, it's kind of what we do every year, you know. It just changes up. The style of the show is so different. And I will say the teaser and the first 2 acts of the first episode, I'll say is some of the most, is it safe to say ballsy?
Yes.
Some of the most ballsy things I've seen a TV show try to do in a long time, and I hope we pull it off. How's that for a teaser, huh? You like that? Everyone like that? Oh, good. We're gonna make it look like nothing. Nothing.
But you talk about the growth of your character over the seasons, and when you see it going in season 4.
Sure. I mean, obviously Murphy's come a long way, you know, from who he was in season 1. Me as the actor playing him, I never thought he'd kind of be where he is now. I thought we'd probably just stay with that old bad guy that we had. But it's been honestly the biggest honor of my career to be able to portray him and have the trust from Jason and Dean and all the writers that they have in me to be able to do something like the character development that he has. Now, as far as season 5 is concerned, like I said, 6 years in the future, having to do kind of life a little differently than he's used to. Is there going to be progression with this character, or is there maybe going to be regression with kind of him up there again and living that life that he really is not a fan of? He needs to be in the pressure cooker. So I'm curious to see exactly what the progression or regression is going to be like for him.
Now you have any kids?
Certainly hope not. I'm not paying for him.
Now, what about Raven? Did her betrayal actually change the way you felt? Because you were warming up, you had all these emotions, but then suddenly she turned. Are you seeing...
Wait,
what
the
are
betrayal
you seeing?
when?
I'm sorry?
Which betrayal?
Well, the emotional betrayal. Do you feel there was an emotional betrayal? Or?
No, I mean, the last time me and her... I mean, there's been a lot of stabbing back and forth between me and Raven for a very long time, and it's actually become probably my favorite sort of relationship on the show for Murphy, actually. And no, I think we came such a long way in season 4 when obviously she finally forgave me, and I know that meant a lot to Murphy, and it's kind of blossomed into this sort of unexpected friendship grown out of this weird sort of respect that they have for each other. And more than anything, actually, to be honest, I'm so excited to hopefully do more work with Lindsay. I just love that girl to death, and she's such a talented actress. It's different when you're working with someone that you really know is going to be a superstar in any time, and you have that with Lindsay. You have that with a lot of people on the show, and I just feel lucky to be doing it with them. You know.